Okay. Last week was absolutely horrendous, an absolute disgrace to the Bayern Munich. We lost 4-0 against a team that's looking at the bottom of the table, a team that's fighting against relegation. And that was because not only did we get hacks, that was only the cherry on top. We didn't only not just play optimally, but the most important thing, we didn't prepare as well as we should have and could have. And that's not what the Bayern Munich is here for. That's not what the Bayern Munich stands for. And from now on, it's not going to be the case ever again. We're not going to under-prepare for anything or anyone. I thought I prepared well, but I didn't. And it's not going to happen again. Trust me. And the first victim of the new wrath of the Bayern Munich unfortunately has to be NecroStevo and the Eterna enders. I know he's been doing pretty well. I know he has a scary draft. I know he's also 2-1. I know that he wants to win this game, but I don't care, because we're the ones that are going to win this game, and we're going to do it convincingly. Because we're the Bayern Munich, and we're back, and we're going to go back to the top. We dropped from second spot, from first spot even. We dropped from first spot all the way down to sixth in just one game, and that is not acceptable. We're going to go right back up there. We're going to pass a bunch of people, because a lot of top players are facing off against each other, and that's good. So, this week Bayern Munich is coming back strong as ever. I'm sorry, Necro, but you're gonna lose this one. Yeah, what's up guys, Shoutout here. And today we have my week 4 PPL match, and I just do regular intro after I did the pre-game speech thingy. Go me. Anyway, once again, apologize for this being late, but there's nothing I can do. We had the game late at night, like I think we played at 7 AM, no 8 AM, somewhere between that. So it's basically at night. On Friday, Saturday. I don't actually. Was Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. And yeah, because time zones are obnoxious and they shouldn't exist. And basically, I wanted to take a nap before a match because it was still 3 hours to go at midnight, and then I kind of slept for 7 instead of 2 hours. Unfortunate, but we still got to play the game, which is nice. Shout out to Necro for staying up. Once again, apologies to you, man. Wasn't planning on doing that. Just kind of happened. My alarm didn't do the thing it's supposed to do. Anyway, if you want to know what team I am bringing, make sure to check out the team analysis video in the description down below, because I will not particularly talk about it, because you know you want to know what I'm bringing. But to be completely honest, I'm not bringing anything super crazy, so it's not like you need to understand why I'm bringing choice bandit tokens or some shit like that. No, everything is pretty self-explanatory this week. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the team that Necro decided to bring. He brought Toxicroak, Stoutland, Confederatus, Florgus, whatever, Tyranitar, and the Mega Lopunny. So, nothing unexpected whatsoever, exactly the 6 months I was expecting to come. I think that was that. These should be the 6 I was expecting. These were the 6 that made the most sense. And yeah, so nothing surprising there, nothing that catches me off guard. Things to look out for are of course Stoutland and Toxicroak, because I don't have a switch in Toxicroak. I have good checks in the form of Arrow, Manaphy, and Shaman. Even Registeel, because I have the Trouble Berry, but you know, I need to keep that for the other threat with the Stoutland. But yeah, Toxicroak is a thing that can definitely punch my walls in. I guess I kind of saved the sentence. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, yeah. If my Mega Arrow is Mega Adopt, it's probably going to be my switch in for Toxicroak, because Mega Arrow is bulky and it doesn't particularly care about Toxicroak too much. I mean, Life Orb, Drain Punch can be a 2 KO, but other than that, I'm pretty safe. I can live every other hit as well. Super effective coverage moves and such. And Stoutland is just something I need to keep my Registeel healthy for. Or my Togekiss, preferably Registeel, but Togekiss can Q with it as well. So, I decided to lead off with Mega Aerodactyl this match, just because I'm expecting the Mega Lopunny lead, and I don't want to leave with Togekiss, just because Mega Arrow puts so much pressure on this team, and it gives me my Mega right away, which is going to be really nice, so I can take hits better, and speed right away. And that's amazing. Fake Out's not going to do anything for Mega Lopunny, and if he wants to go for High Jump Kick right away, he's just going to die, so... Excuse me. So yeah, that's what I'm leading off with, and let's get into this game. Hooray! Also, by the way, shout out to Freedo for recording the match. Link will be down in the description below. And let's get into this match. Oh, that was fast. Necro's issuing a challenge. As always, my opponent is issuing a challenge because that's how this goes. So, I leave with Mega Aerodactyl, or still regular Aerodactyl as I said, as he decides to leave with the Lopunny as I expected. This is looking super laggy on my laptop, but hey, it's not going to be in the video, hopefully. So, he switches out first turn. I just go for my Mega and go for Aerialize. I have no reason not to. I could overpredict and expect Ecophagus, but I just didn't see a reason to. So he brings Ecophagus as I am Mega the fuck up with the beautiful Mega Aerodactyl. And oh my god, this is so laggy. And just go for Aerialize, which does a decent chunk, as I get Mummy, which means, you know, I'm not going to stay in here. And right now, I decide that the best thing to switch into this is Shaman, because I have Natural Cure, I can easily chew things like Shadow Ball and whatever he may pack, and I can do a lot of damage with Seed Flare. So, I do go to Shaman. Evergreen's coming out, and he goes for Willows as expected, which is nice, because that's exactly what I wanted to happen, because, as I said, Natural Cure is going to happen, and it's going to be beautiful. And his team has nothing that really appreciates the Seed Flare because of the drop chance. Things like Florges, Toxicroak being rather frail. And yeah, so I just go for Seed Flare. I have no reason not to, as he brings out his Florges, as you know, that's to be expected. And this Seed Flare actually does a pretty good chunk, and that's because I get a crit. So the first hacks of the game is in my favor. Don't get a Spidef drop though, because that would have been kind of rude to get both. And yeah, so I don't want to stay in this floor just because it can wish up on me. It can be really annoying. It can set up Calm Minds potentially, which that won't be fun at all. And I just make the switch into my, I don't even remember, Skuntank. It's there on screen. I'm smart. Skuntank because it's a safe play. As he will double into Toxicroak, probably expecting my Registeel to come in, but Skuntank was safe for one. I'm not gonna stay in here because I can't do much to him and I wouldn't have him set up. So I go into my Mega Order, which fortunately is already made up, and he reveals Rock Tomb, which is a really interesting choice, but as you can see, it does below half. But another hit can, depending on what he has, can knock me out. So I'm gonna switch out of here, not trying to stay in, as he goes into his Tyranitar, which works out perfectly for me. Because okay, yep, sand's the thing that's going up, which actually might help my arrow because I get the Spidef boost, so that's nice. Actually going to Manaphy, which has a thing behind its name that's not supposed to be there. Anyway, going to Shaman because Manaphy, because I know it can live every hit Toxic wants to throw at me because he's not Life Orb. Even if he was, I can still live it, but with Life Orb, without Life Orb, he's not going to do much to me. And this time I just go for Scald. I have no reason not to. I don't get a burn as he goes for the rocks. This is good because this means he's not Choice Band. Choice Band would have done a lot of damage to me. That's why I didn't go for a Tail Glow right away. So, knowing he's not Choice Banded, I decided to go for a Tail Glow on the following turn. Because nothing pre-hits Manaphy. As I said, if I soon get up a Tail Glow, I can pretty much sweep his team. Lopunny, Zelda, and currently a problem to that. So, he brings out Iris, the Florges, as I set up the Tail Glow, and now we're in business. We're in business. Plus 3 Manaphy. Sandstorm is doing Sandstorm things because yeah. Anyway, I just go for Scald this turn just because, why am I mother of lag? I don't know if I'm even, yeah, things. Yeah, just go for Scald. Knowing that I will do over half to his Florges, as he actually lives, it's a pretty low roll, and throws up a Wish, which is completely fine by me because that means I will stay at high health. Manaphy actually does not get the kill here, because Florges dies to Sand, so his Tyranitar killed his own Florges. Unfortunate, I would have loved to get that kill, you know, but didn't happen. But that's Florges gone. It's a huge, you know, defensive behemoth gone. It's Shaman switching gone, which means Shaman can put in a lot of work. So right now he brings out Confederates, and knowing he can't do much to me, and I know Scald is a roll, so I just go for Scald, and he kind of just dies, and that's a dead Confederates. So yeah, that's good. I get Sense of Damage as well. That was a roll, but if he would have lived, he could not have done much to me, and the Wish would not have helped him because otherwise he would have just died to another Scald. So he brings a Toxicroak, but I have Psychic. I'm not worried. I can just go for that. But he reveals to be Choice Scarfed Toxicroak. Goes for Drain Punch, which doesn't do anything because Manaphy is a beast. Psychic just completely demolishes Toxicroak, and that's another thing gone. It's the first skill for Manaphy of the game, and that is a thing of beauty. I'm basically working with pictures right now because there's not an actual video on my screen because my laptop is that laggy. Yay. because not an MP4 file, that would probably work better. Anyway, he brings out Stoutland, he brings out Waffles, and I'm not staying in here. I have no reason to risk him going for Wild Charge or Return and just knocking me out. So I just go into Registeel. Because if he wants to survive the Topple Barrier, that's fine, and if he doesn't, then he just can't do anything to me. Return does nothing. Absolutely nothing, even though he gets a crit. That's actually pretty respectable damage with a crit, but, you know, that's just what happens. I said to just drop a T-Wave here. It's my safest play. I don't want to mess around with the threat. If he has superpower, you might go for it. But yeah, he brings a T-Tar, get T-Wave off on that thing, which I guess can be helpful. I don't know how speedy he is yet, but he seems to be fairly bulky. So Sandstorm goes away, which is actually really, really important. I decided to go into Shaman Evergreen because I can live every hit. I'm expecting to go for a superpower or a Earthquake. And an Earthquake is exactly what he goes for, and that obviously doesn't do a whole lot because I'm a Shaman. So what I can do now is just fire off a Seed Flare because he does not have any switch-ins to that. Excuse me. As he brings his Lob on you, which is a very interesting play, probably not expecting me to be the Choice Scarf set that I am. Hit the Seed Flare and do a buttload of damage, which means I can just obviously stay in and go for another one. As he megas up and actually doesn't decide to go for a Fake Out, he probably just wanted to kill me with a Return, not thinking that I'm Scarfed, or maybe go for a Jump Kick, whatever. But I hit another Seed Flare, which is beautiful. I'm actually hitting Seed Flares this game. That's the Mega Lopunny going down, and Shaman gets another kill. So, Shaman's actually climbing the MVP race, which is really nice. That's Mega Lopunny gone, and he brings out Tyranitar, which, you know, I'm not worried about T-Tar. I can just stay in and go for a Seed Flare. He obviously does this to get up his Sand, but I don't particularly care. I'm just gonna go for a Seed Flare, and that does a hell of a lot of damage, but T-Tar is T-Tar in Sand, and it lives. And he gets paralyzed, which is unfortunate, but I don't think it mattered in the long run. He could have gotten damage off, but I probably would have lived. I don't know, but, you know, another Seed Flare, knockout Tyranitar. It's the second kill for Shaman, which is now sitting at 7 kills and 3 deaths right now, which is amazing. So, get more Sandstorm damage, Darude, that's pretty Darude. And all he has left now is his Stoutland. Everything else has already gone down. This is a really, really quick match. And I just go to Registeel. I have no reason not to. I want to preserve my differential. I want to preserve the current 6-0. Right now, we're sitting at a 6-0 victory. As he goes for Return, which doesn't do too much. He goes for another one. As I just go for T-Wave this turn, he reveals to be Choice Banded by that damage. Well, not by damage, but the fact that he didn't switch up his moves. I go for T-Wave because I want to slow this threat down, make it not a threat anymore, basically. From now on, I can just go for Iron Heads, which is Parafunching because, you know, that's what happens. But wasn't my goal, like, at all. He gets paralyzed here, and then it's just super unfortunate. But it probably didn't matter. It would have been a 5-0 anyway, because right now he managed to kill me with a Return. So no 6-0, but, you know, I don't mind that too much. I wasn't playing for a 6-0, I was just playing to win. And right now, I decided to give the kill to Costa the Megarodactyl because, you know, I want to give my Mega some kills. Go for Alice and knock the thing out. And that is the 5-0 victory for the Bayern Munich in Season 4 of the PPL. Week 4 of the PPL. We're not at Season 4 yet. That's a long time to go. So yeah, we get a 5-0 victory, which is pretty fucking nice if you ask me. Also, Contagious doing things again, kind of. I need a new laptop really badly, but yeah. With that 5-0 victory, we, I think, jump up to 2nd place, looking at how games have gone. I could be wrong, the league table isn't quite updated yet. But yeah, that was a really good game. GG to Necro. Everything just kind of went in my favor this game. There was a bit of hacks, which I don't think mattered in the long run. I think he agreed on that. If his Voltage was at higher health without the Seed Flare crit, I could have just set up the +6 with 9C and just killed him anyway, so didn't really matter in the long run. The para hacks on T-Tar and Stoutland didn't either, just kind of gave me a kill with Shaman. And yeah, I think I had to go with for. I don't know if it would have changed what killed Stoutland, but who really cares? So yeah, that puts up, as I said, up to 2nd spot in the table, which is amazing. The only one in front of us is the good old Shroom Raver. And, you know, we're facing Shroom Week 11, as you probably know by now, just like last season. and that's gonna be interesting. But actually, there's a transfer window coming up. Also MVP, I didn't mention that. Oh Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place. MVP for this week is probably Mewnich. It punched so many holes. You know, it basically got 3 kills. It was only 2, but the one against Fortress was a kill in my book. Not in the official rankings, but it was a kill. So Mewnich gets the MVP thing. Then there's also Shaman, which put in huge work, and Registeel, of course. Those 3 basically secured the victory on their own, and that's just amazing. Shoutout and Arrow, of course, putting in a decent shift of work. With, you know, checking Toxic Crow, switching in, or killing Zelda at the end, I guess. So yeah, that's gonna be this. As I said, there's gonna be a transfer window coming up. We might do some transfers, we might do some trades, not actually general transfers, unless we do something weird and get something we can drop. But yeah, there might be some trades. I got some offers which I might consider. But that's in the future because, you know, there still has to be some things done before that. Anyway, yeah, next week we go up against RTK and the Portland Timbers, and I'm absolutely fucking shitting myself because his team is terrifying. And he definitely wants revenge from last season because he got 5-0'd by his striker, which got 3 kills. So he probably wants to absolutely demolish me and my entire existence. But I don't care. We're gonna win again next week. I'm gonna ask Colton to trade me a striker for Jolteon, obviously, because, you know. Spoilers, I'm not. So yeah, that's next week, and then we actually go against Ethan, which is gonna be interesting. Anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. This is a bit of a shorter video, and I'm pretty sure people appreciate short videos sometimes. You know, 50 minutes. Yeah, Bayern Mewnich is back on track, motherfucker. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I'll appreciate all 3 of those, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.